That's the human condition.
Yeah.
And when people understand the game, when you understand that I can never take a drink so thirst quenching that I'll never need another drink again, there's no meal so amazing that you'll never be hungry again, there's no sex so good that you'll never want sex again. That's just the way the human animal is wired. Like when people are at peace with that, like then now you've really got a shot at loving your life, understanding the cycles, and that you're gonna keep doing the climb, and so you better love the climb.
I love that moment before the moment. I was thinking, as you were saying, I was thinking back to like the few of those moments that I've had, like the first time, you start running ads and like you start getting your first lead, you're like, holy shit, it's working.
Yeah.
Like it's that, that moment. Or the first, I remember when I hired my first salesperson and they closed a sale and I wasn't there. So it was the first person that had made me money who wasn't me.
Yep.
And I was like, I pulled over the side of the road and I teared up because I was like, it doesn't have to just be me anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like I was just thinking about all these moments that I've had. I remember when Layla and I were sitting over the kitchen counter and we had just switched from flying out a sales team in person to do these turnarounds to switching to licensing. And I got on the phone to tell the guys who I was going to launch the next month that we weren't going to do that anymore. We're thinking about switching directions. And so I said, hey, you know what? I can't do it, but I'll tell you how I do it, but I'm not flying out there anymore. And they were like, oh, that's fine. How much? And I didn't want to do it, so I picked a super high number. And then, which was $6,000 at the time. And the guy said yes. And I was like, and I remember the moment being like, holy shit, what just happened? And I had 7 more calls a day. And like that day I made like $60,000.
Crazy.
And I had just been, like the story I was telling, let's go full circle. Like I'd just been completely broken. Like in that moment, like Gym Launch hadn't been created yet. There wasn't, all these other things. But in that moment I was like, what if this keeps happening? Like, are we out of it? Like did we finally, is this the one thing that's finally gonna get me out of like failure after failure after failure after failure?